Howdy folks, it's Diecast Buffet here again, and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2004 Career Mode. Oh boy, so the disaster at Martinsville, somehow we survived it, but we did make a pile of rivals, and if you do not believe me or you missed the last episode, let me tell you, half the field hates me. Yeah. So, Kevin Harvick really hates us, Mark Martin hates us. I mean, what's the rating on Mark Martin? Because I know we accidentally dumped him. So, I mean, he is just very angry at us. But we are going to Auto Club Speedway this weekend. Next weekend will be Richmond, and then we got the Coke 600. Your points leader is still Ricky Rudd. Bobby Labonte's win in Virginia has him just outside the top 13 and 14th place. It is his first win of 2004 and his first win in 2 years. He didn't win in 2003 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Meanwhile, at the Buffet shop, checking our sponsorship situation. So we got 3 races left with Cintas. Just everything looking... Oh, wait, we got to sign a new team sponsor. Who do we put? We put O'Reilly? Actually, no. We're going to put... Tell you what, we'll put Easy Care, because Easy Care, you know, they've sponsored us in the past, so we do have a little reputation with them. So I'll go ahead and put them back on the car. Shop additions, 4 races left to get some more downforce, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But oh boy, what is the equipment we got in the Buffet shop? We're gonna have to use a 66 tire grip. Our engine down to a 70. We're gonna have to see. Yeah, we'll have to just use this, and it's got more horsepower, so we'll use that. And then of course our one crappy body. I can't wait to get some new parts, man. I'm excited to get new parts. The reason our car is squealing through the entire corner. I'll show it here. Our handling is pretty well up there, and our look at it. Our wedge is at 0. I almost always have my wedge maxed out to the left. This is one of those events that I don't have it maxed out to the left. Practically just literally dead in the middle. This car is just sliding around the whole racetrack. I don't know what to do with it. Clearly, we do not have the good enough equipment we need to run this racetrack successfully. We're going to be qualified at 38th. Let's just get this race over with.
We're in Fontana, California, home of the California Speedway for today's Auto Club 500. It's another great day for racing. Pit strategy could be a major factor in this race, Barney.
Well, you're right. Fuel mileage is a big concern for a lot of teams. All the green flag racing means they'll have to be very careful when they decide to pit for fuel.
An impressive average finish record for Jeff Gordon.
Oh yeah, to have an average finish in the top 10 for the season is mighty impressive. It can often be the difference that wins the championship.
Kyle Petty finds himself in a bit of a slump.
He definitely needs a good finish, not just for himself, but for the team, his sponsors, and everyone else involved with that team.
The 82 car will start this race a little farther back than he's used to.
I spoke to the crew chief this morning, and he told me that they just missed the setup in qualifying. But he does expect his driver to make his way up through the field and get a good finish without much problem.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Oh boy, so Ryan Newman's on pole here in California. Our points leader, Ricky Rudd of the Motorcraft Ford, is going to be rolling off next to Newman. Ricky Craven up there in the top 5, but we're just way back there, and I don't think we're going to have any shot at a top 42. I really do think we're going to finish 42nd today. You want to know why? Because someone's going to blow an engine, and we're not going to be able to even keep up with 41st. Bang! Here we go, green flag in the Don't Wreck the 82 car 500 at California Speedway. I just think the corner, oh god, what the heck's happening up here? Everyone's checking up, and we already got another rival, that's cool. Can we just get through turn 1? without this thing sliding. Oh, no, no you can't. No, you can't. You cannot get through turn 1 without sliding. Note to self. It will slide no matter what. I'm just going to let Casey Mears and McMurray go by. I'm just going to, sorry, Zero Car, Jack Sprague, I'm just going to brake check there a little bit. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. So, if I go ahead and cut, like, vastly ahead in this episode, y'all know why, because it is going to be a disaster race. It's going to be a disaster race, and, yeah, we can't even steer. And if the car did this when I had practically maxed out handling. Like, handling is what generally fixes that sliding issue. You sacrifice horsepower, or not horsepower, but just overall top speed for handling. And it's, I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I know I'm not running the best equipment, but they, like dadgummit, come on. You know, give me some equipment that can actually do something. Have some, a little bit of, you know, average style, you know, a chassis running. It does have a little bit more grip than usual, but, like, come on, man. We're at Auto Club. This is back when the track was, I would say, new paved, but it wasn't old paved. Like, there was still grip in this racetrack in 2003. You know, it's really 2004 in this playthrough, but, you know, the track is modeled after 2003, and there's still grip in it, and this thing is sliding like this. This makes no sense, guys. Alright, guys, so we got a bunch of pit stops happening on lap 10, which makes no sense. Can these guys really make it from here on out? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to gamble, though. I'm going to gamble, and I'm going to try to stay out and see what we can do, because we got guys behind us that just hate us. So I'm just going to try to gamble and stay out as long as I can. But, yeah, I'm going to see what we can do. I'm going to try to gamble and stay out and maybe catch a caution and try to lap the field. That's what I'm going to try to do. Because, I mean, I literally have nothing to lose, guys. I have nothing to lose. We're going to finish, like I mentioned, we're going to finish 42nd today. Thanks to Sterling Martin's engine failure. We're going to finish 42nd today. And we're just getting ran over by the entire pack of cars. So I'm just going to let them all go by. But I'm going to try to stay out as long as we can. And see if we can catch a miracle caution. That's a beautiful AT&T Ford by Matt Kenseth. I'm glad they carried that paint scheme over from Thunder 03. That's one cool thing about this game, guys, is that they have a pile of paint schemes, man. I'm talking, we got paint schemes from 01, we got two or three Joe Gibbs Racing paint schemes from the 90s, or something like that. You got paint schemes from like 01, 02, and then, of course, 03. I mean, like, they added all these paint schemes into the game, and while it might not be 100% realistic, I love it because it adds more parity to the game. It adds more, you know, realistic simulation feel. Oh my god, this car is just, it is one of the worst race cars I've ever driven at a 2-point mile super speed. I mean, oh my god, look at this! Look at this! I didn't even know Kyle Petty was there! Like, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry, Petty, I did not mean to hit you. It's just this car is so bad, man. I'm sliding all over the place. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just gonna go to the outside. Tire wear critical. I've never seen that before. You know what? We're gonna run this thing out. I don't care. If our tire blows out, guys, big whip. I'm gonna run this thing out. We're gonna run this. Wait, well, we're already past for 42nd. What? Yeah, we might as well go ahead and pit this time. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pit this time. They literally made up an entire lap on us. It's crazy, man. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pit. Our tires are about to blow out. So yeah, we're definitely you know, playing with fire, so to speak. The leader's finally coming down pit road. I tried to stay out as long as I could, guys, and see if we could catch a caution, but that's simply just not going to be the case today here in Fontana, California. Go ahead and get on pit road. And just hope for a better race another day. I'm not going to worry about damage. We're going to actually tighten up the race car because I just want to see how the car is going to handle with a wedge adjustment and see if it actually is going to help it. I doubt it, but I'm going to go for it though. It just sucks because this is a racetrack I really like. I love the racing action here. The very abrasive racetrack they have currently in the NASCAR Cup Series. It's very interesting to watch, you know, seeing the cars bump on the back straightaway and the tire fall off. But when you don't have a good race car, man, it just sucks here. It just sucks. It just sucks. Got finally some new rubber on the car, but we got about 10 laps to go. We're going to be a lap down. Let's get a top 5 update. And Ryan Newman and Jimmy Johnson. I'll go ahead and throw Gordon in there. Throw Jeff Burton in there. They are battling today for the win at Auto Club. And Tony Stewart, who crashed out last week at Martinsville Speedway, who's actually competing for a win today here in Fontana. This is an amazing racetrack in my opinion. I love this racetrack. And just to goes to show, this is how the car handles on 4 fresh tires. And look at that. The car's actually not sliding. Wow. Only if I would have thought of that earlier. I should have just... I've never had to actually put positive wedge into a race car in this playthrough. I've always had to take wedge out. And that has been my pet peeve all day. I mean, look at this. This thing's not sliding anymore. All I needed was just a little bit of wedge. I should have. I was afraid... I tried it in qualifying, like when I was, you know, practicing for qualifying. And when I did that, it actually made the car, you know, much tighter, and it was plowing. It wasn't making the corner. Well, I was thinking that if I tighten it up, yeah, it'll correct the loose problem, but it would just completely hurt our, you know, overall speed. But I don't know about y'all, but I think we just shaved a second off our best lap of the day. So that's pretty good. Well, this is definitely the direction we should have went with the setup. And one really cool thing about this game that, as we touch the wall, that I want to actually touch on about this game is when you're playing career mode, your driving, you know, style, your line and stuff, it changes because of your equipment. You start off with a very poor handling race car. You're gonna sacrifice handling for speed or speed for handling, just whichever. But once you get a more well-established race car and some actual good parts, you have that horsepower, you have that grip, and you get more options to play with. So as you play along in career mode, your setups also evolve. And in NASCAR Thunder 2004, your setups are automatically saved. You don't have to individually save them, like it's tied to your career mode. So you can go and run the Daytona 500, get the pole like we did, and come back in July and have the same setup. Not have to do anything. It's already saved everything. So my point is that your setups evolve as your career evolves as well, which is really cool. Because your cars, you know, not only do they evolve, not only does the other teams evolve, you know, where, you know, free agency comes into, you know, play and all that mess, but you're also enabling a interesting, you know, way into the game where you're having to actually tune your car each race. And that's all it is. Like, every race I'm going to, I'm having to try something new with the race car because our parts are better. So, like, in this race, since we came with a higher horsepower engine, I knew that I could alter my gear ratio to get a little bit more speed out of it. I can push it a little bit, and I can be a little bit more, I would say more conservative on the horsepower because we had that extra horsepower. So I could put more emphasis on handling. While this car still is not worth the lick, it's much easier to drive. I should have just done this a whole long time ago. Meanwhile, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, a bunch of California cats trying to outdo Ryan Newman. I'm going to try to stay out of the way here and let these bow ties go hunt down that Dodge. Jeff Gordon's still not happy with me, but hopefully one of them will go out there and get a win. That'd be really cool to see Hendrick get a win. Get a win here in 2004, you know. Just trying to do what we can, man. Next race is Richmond, so I'm kind of intrigued about how that race is going to go because Martinsville, while it was a disaster, we learned a lot about our race car. that we can survive, you know, these short tracks much better now because of our durability. So I'm thinking, as we're getting past the points leader, I'm thinking if we can get through Richmond, you know, what are we gonna do when we get to Sonoma? What are we gonna do when we get to, you know, Watkins Glen? Because once we get to the summertime stretch of the season, which it'll be here soon, we still got, you know, probably 7 races away. But once we get to, you know, Sonoma and then Daytona, how can we win one of those races? That's what I want to know. Obviously, we have a very good restrictor plate, you know, setup. But we have to have a car to run it. Like, we have to have equipment. We have to have something that is actually going to run good. I don't want any beef with Harvick. I don't. He's going to probably bump me. Tell you what, I should get out of his way. So, sorry about that, Harvick. I'll just let these cats race, but, yeah. Oops, sorry, Jarrett. But my point is that we need to make sure that we have a car in place for the restrictor plate event. Oh, okay. That was really stupid of you, Dale Jarrett, because guess what? Rusty Wallace is all over your hind end, and you just door slammed me for no reason. Like, who does that? Like, who does that? It's like, oh, our car's in very good condition. It's the last lap of the race. Let me just door slam a guy who's like 2 laps down. Like, that makes no sense. Like, wait for you to have a bad day. It's like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm sorry, Martin. I didn't mean to spin you out at Martinsville. I honestly didn't. I was trying to block some other people. But anyway, let's just get out of Auto Club with a top 42 finish. And I predicted before the race we are going to finish 42nd. Sure enough, we did. And Ryan Newman gets the win here on the West Coast trip out to Fontana, California. Gordon and Johnson finished 2nd and 3rd.
I'm a little surprised that we didn't have.
Oh boy. So Harvick is starting to kind of, you know, taper his anger against me, which is good. We didn't make him a whole lot of money for this race, but we did make about 30K, so I'll or 20K really, but I'll take that. You know, that's something to add to the bank for the race team. But it's one of those races where you just have to kind of survive. You know, Ryan Newman was very dominant all day long, so he deserved it. You know, bad day for Sterling Marlin, but we survived it, and that's all that matters. Our sponsorships are probably going to jump ship soon, but anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to Diecast Buffet. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you're having a great one out there. And Diecast Buffet, signing off.